You're locked into Suit FM right now. I'm Chloe Sage, and I'm joined here with my guest this month, Frisco.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to
What's
Bristol.
good? Yeah, man. What's good, Bristol? We san.
I know it's definitely not your first time in Bristol.
Nah, definitely not.
Are you a Bristol fan?
Yeah, I am. Well, not the football team, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the city, definitely. I was saying earlier on, every time I come to Bristol, even to perform, I always have a good time.
Yes,
So
Bristol.
I'm sure that today's not going to be no different.
No, Bristol know how to party.
Yeah, definitely.
You're in Bristol on your familiar stranger tour.
Yep.
How has it been so far?
Yeah, man. It's been good, man.
Good.
Been good. It's been great getting back on stage after being sitting down for so long and not being able to perform. Obviously, my album came out last year, so it's been like nearly a year since my album came out and I've not been able to perform none of the tunes. So yeah, it's just been good being able to perform those songs and in front of people rather than on a live stream.
It must be
Get
so
me?
nice to like hear people like singing your songs back and like enjoying the music in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. And to see how they've digested the music that I've, like the new album, the new songs, because it's a total new set that I'm doing to anything that I've ever done before, because like I said, it's songs from the album, so 3/4 of the set is just the new album songs, and then obviously a few classics.
I'm sure for you it's nice and easy. You're a veteran performer.
Yeah.
What's been the best moment so far on the tour?
So far, what's been the best moment? There's been moments. There's been a few moments. I don't know if I can pinpoint one yet, and because we're not finished yet either.
Yeah, I
still
guess.
got 2 nights to go. So, but there's been a few there's been a few funny moments as well.
Care
like,
to share?
My mate over here, he's not too fond of dogs. So he's just having he just had a semi heart attack when the dog came in. But no, differently. It's been good though, man. It's been good. There's been moments like I think like even like performing the songs that I've never performed before, and seeing people's reaction to it and them singing along to the songs that I was even contemplating even putting on the set at first. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was good, man. It was good.
How do you select what songs you're going to perform, especially since you haven't been able to like do many live performances before to gauge like the audience reaction and like, do you know what I mean? So how do you like select your set list?
So basically, like I was saying, on this, usually for every show I do a different, like I don't have one set that I just do everywhere. It depends where I am. For this tour, this is the Familiar Stranger tour, so it's predominantly the album tracks. So most of the set is songs from the album. Then I've got songs that I would just always perform in my sets, like just standard songs, standard classic songs that people are always going to want to hear. So it's pretty simple for me really. And usually at the time when I'm performing, if I'm touring or at the time, I will have music out. So if it's not this album, it would have been my mixtape from before, which was Back to the Lab 5. I would have been performing more songs off of that project.
Yeah.
So it just depends what time, like what's going on at the time, what music I got out and that.
Yeah. Fair enough. How do you feel like your album like reflects on you as an artist?
I think this album, out of all my projects, is the most personal. Maybe personal is not the right word. The most accurate representation of me as a person through my music. I think this album is that.
It's come from the heart.
Yeah.
The
There's a lot went into it, and a lot of thought went into it. Not like I didn't think about my other albums, but this is me at a more grown stage of my life. Obviously, I'm more seasoned, I'm more experienced, I can talk about more things, I've got better outlooks on stuff. So this is a proper Frisco album that I'd be confident taking it to anywhere and performing in front of anyone.
Amazing. Well, that's good because obviously you're on tour, you're performing the songs.
Yeah.
Who was your favourite artist to work with on your album? Like, who was the most fun? Do you know what I mean? Did you go studio and thought, you know what, I'd hang out with you?
Oh, so a couple people that was like Gets and Double. I've worked with them before, so that wasn't the first time, but that was cool. Gets came down to the studio and knocked out his verse in record time.
Love that.
Usain Bolt business. That was cool. The session that I done with Skeng for Karma, that was fun because that was at like a Spotify and PRS writing and producing session thing that they had going on for like 3 days.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah, I was working with a few artists over there, but yeah, that's what song came out of that basically. Which else? Like I'm Supposed to with Manifest. That's a artist from Ghana. That was cool as well because we'd built a relationship from before where we met at a festival in Denmark. Kept the link, and then he was over here doing a show, and then we just ended up doing the song. But that was cool because it was like what's the word? Reuniting with someone that you ain't seen in a long time, that you met, that you made a genuine bond with. Like, he's someone that I respect in the music as well.
That's
so
nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
It must be nice when you connect with like artists like that and you can like get in the studio and that like friendship got bond and you get heard through the music as well. Yeah. Especially if they're not like in your direct circle that you're always like going studio with or hanging out with in direct contact.
Exactly.
Do you have like any favourite producers at the moment? Sorry, you talked about the production workshop and it made me think, oh, I wonder what producers you like.
Big up Teddy, Silencer. Like, consistently making good grime music. Who else? I like J5.
Yeah.
What's my guy's name that made Karma? How can I forget his name? He's made loads of tunes, so I can't remember his name. How could I forget his name? My mind's gone blank, but yeah.
Don't worry, it happens to everyone.
He's a sick producer as well. Who else? JME.
Oh yeah.
He's made like 10 million beats over the last however long, and he's got so many bangers that he can make 20 albums. But JME's a sick producer as well. I can't really think of any more.
You've probably worked
off the top of my head, you know.
You've probably worked with many producers.
Yeah, I have.
You've also done a lot of freestyles. What one has been your favourite freestyle, do you think? I know there's probably a lot stored up in here, but
I can't even remember most of them, to be honest. I'd have to see it pop up on YouTube and say, oh yeah, shit, right. Oh, I'm allowed to.
It's right, you're allowed to swear.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm not, but
yeah. Yeah, but I don't really. I can't remember. I can't really remember any of my freestyles. I don't remember them like to say, oh yeah, that freestyle or that one. There's been so many. I don't. Maybe the ones that I probably would remember is one of the SBTVs or one of those Grime Daily ones, back in the day ones that you see Wise chopping up and remixing.
Oh yeah,
those little freestyles, maybe because they're, like I said, popping up nowadays, but
yeah,
freestyles, I couldn't tell you where to start.
It must be quite nice as well when those old ones pop up. You can be like, oh, like look how far I've come, and you can actually see like how you've developed as an artist from how you perform then to now.
Definitely.
So, the fact that you can't remember most of your freestyles, I actually think is a really good sign, because it goes to show like how long you've been able to like maintain yourself as an artist. Yeah. Do you have any advice to anyone how to stay like super consistent and actually like people still like listen to you hardcore on your stick? Do you know what I mean? You've managed to hold your ground. Just
hone your craft like anything else, man. Like don't always want to be better, always want to sound better, always try to evolve your style, and like be a student of the game. Be a student. You get what I'm saying? Learn from people that have done it before you. If you're gonna take influence from people, that's fine, but just make sure you put your own spin on it, because they say nothing's original. It's been done before, so it's just how you do it. So yeah, that would be my thing. Like, yeah, I mean, stick to your craft and practice. Like, it sounds cliche, but
practice.
That's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. You gotta put your all into it. If this is what you're really doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I really like those words of advice. I feel like it is super important, especially like music, and like the whole music scene like evolves so quickly, and it's like this and that, especially with like obviously social media and things are a lot more like prominent in music and things now. And I think where like we live in society now, everything's fast paced. You go on Instagram, it's a quick video, and like you can order Deliveroo and it's there in 10 minutes. Everything's so fast paced. Everyone's always looking for like the next. So I think what you're saying about like hone your craft and like know who you are is important. Because you can try and move with the time, but you need to always make sure you know who you are, exactly. Your identity. Because if you don't, you'll just get lost in all this
lost in the sauce.
And don't want to be lost in the sauce.
Trust me.
Yes. So you are also at Eskimo Dance in Bristol as well. I wanted to ask you about this.
Yes. When is that? Halloween, isn't it?
Yes, the 30th of October.
Okay.
Obviously, I've seen that you guys are coming like, as the North Face. You're like hosting the stage as the North Face, the same name as the tape. I really thought that was a really good idea. I really liked how you all came together and like how you all had like your own, like have you got like Friscos pattern, pattern. I really liked how you did that, and then also like blended you guys together like on the tape. Yeah. My favorite one I think is Look Both Ways. I really like that one. Okay. That's actually my favorite one. I don't know, it's like real. What's your favorite one off that tape?
Probably Beta Sound or the first track, AGL.
Oh yeah.
Or Look Both Ways.
Yeah. Oh wait, there we go.
Actually, I like more as well. I like them all, to be honest. Yeah.
It must be hard when it's your own work.
Yeah. So I like them all when I think about it. But probably Beta Sound, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I like that one as well. Look Both Ways and Beta Sound. Cool. It must be nice to like work with other UK artists. What other UK artists are you listening to at the moment?
Who am I listening to at the moment? A guy called Infamous Isaac. He's gonna be supporting the London date of the tour. Check him out. He's sick still.
Listeners, check him out. Are we checking him out?
And The First, a rapper called The First. Check him out. It's my boy there. You get me?
I'm gonna be writing these down.
Yeah.
So everyone who comes on my show, I obviously really like music, considering I do a music radio show, and I'm always really interested in other artists' influences and like who they listen to and things like that.
Yeah.
So I've asked you to select a UK rap track that you like. It can be new, old, whatever. So which one did you select?
Swiss, Cry. Yeah, Cry by Swiss.
No more till everything I'm against isn't here no more. So real.
Okay, so why did you select that one as your UK track?
Just a timeless track that I would always put in my playlist. Yeah, like if someone that didn't know anything about UK music said show me a song, like that would be one of the songs that I'd show them. That would be one of them. Yeah, definitely.
Love that. Do you listen to like any American rap? Like, you're an American rap fan?
Yeah.
Some artists that you like listening to?
I'm listening to Baby Keem at the moment. Yeah, I like Griselda as well. Who else am I listening to at the moment? Yeah, I'm just rinsing Baby Keem's album at the moment. It
is a banger.
To be honest, yeah.
I feel like his beat selection is like top tier. He has a very good ear for music. I love that when I listen to an artist and I can like hear like the beats they pick, the producers they use, like everything. They've got it all on lock, not just necessarily like being able
I think it's the same producer that produced the whole album, I believe.
Nice. I feel like going back to what you said about obviously staying true to yourself and music evolving, I saw like this quote which really like stuck with me. I'm gonna see like what you think about this, and it was like the adult creative is the child who survived. And I feel like it's a great quote because you know the things that you're interested in when you're younger, and then you're kind of like you're put into the world and you're like grown up and made to think that you have to do like certain paths in life, and really like you can just stick to creativity and like get away with that. What is your take on that quote? What do you think about that?
I think that's a good quote. Because I still feel like I'm just a grown kid now, even.
I feel that.
So like, yeah, there's loads of things that you say, oh, when I was a kid I couldn't get this or I couldn't get that, so now I just buy it. Like even with things like trainers and stuff, like that's probably why I know me, buy trainers in excess, because when I was young I used to love trainers, but I couldn't get them because I was a kid and my mum wasn't buying me all these expensive trainers, you get me? So now when you're able to just buy whatever you want to buy, you do it, innit? So I think even just that, you're just living out your childhood as an adult.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to live your life. Stick to the things that you liked when you were younger. Is there any other like childhood hobbies you were interested in that you still like do now, or just music?
No, not really. What hobbies did I used to do? Nah, definitely ain't doing that no more.
But like a skater dude then?
Yeah, I did. I used to roller skate. I used to go roller. There's a place called Roller City in my ends. So that was sick. That was some of the best times of my childhood, to be honest. Roller City. That was sick.
Can you still skate now?
Yeah, skating like for me is like riding a bike.
Love that. Maybe in one of your like music videos, we'll see you doing some tricks, backflips in the skates.
Nah, do you know what? I can skate forward and I can skate backwards. But I can't do all the fancy stuff. Trust me, if I was on skates for maybe a couple hours, I would get it all back. But trust me, I'm a skater. I used to have skates and all sorts.
Love that. Do you know what? As long as you can go backwards, forwards, that's all you need. We've actually got a little roller disco in the city centre of Bristol if you wanted to pop down after your show.
Nah, I'm alright. Break my ankle.
Oh yeah, no, we don't want that. You don't want to be doing the rest of the tour like sat in a chair.
Trust me.
Obviously, the past year, talking about creativity, the past year's been really weird. How have you managed to maintain your creativity and the flow? Because obviously, I think everyone who does anything like music, art, whatever, sometimes you get that block or you're just I've got nothing, and then all of a sudden you got a flow and you're I can't stop.
Yeah.
So how did you maintain
I think for me it actually allowed me to do more creatively with the music. I got so many projects finished just throughout that lockdown. I got 2 EPs done, finished off old work. I got a lot of stuff done, and obviously my album, I've done half of when it came out, it was during the lockdown. So for me creatively, I was alright. I didn't have any, because I couldn't do any shows, so I had to put all my energy into creating, basically. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was cool for me.
Yeah,
I was alright.
I feel that for me, because I didn't have, obviously you couldn't do anything, I did concentrate more on doing radio and doing my mixes, because also your energy's not elsewhere. You're not in the rat race and feeling hectic from life going on around you. I feel a lot of people just had time to be okay, it's just me and alone with my brain. I just gotta get things done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, also I want to know, do you listen to other genres of music apart from just the rap stuff?
Yeah, of course. I listen to house. I listen to dancehall.
R&B
a bit. Yeah. I listen to a bit of R&B. Yeah.
Because I also asked you to select a R&B track as well. So which one did you go for?
I said Whoa by Snow Allegra.
Nice. And we're going to play that now.
Swoop.
Why did you pick that one?
Because it's I don't know a lot of R&B songs, but the ones that I do know, like that one, I will play them next to them. I've got a little playlist of them type of tunes that I've got maybe about 8 songs on there that I know that I can say, alright, cool, and that's one of them. But yeah, I like that song, and I like the artist as well. She got a few bangers.
Love that. Got a very nice voice. I love those songs that you can just put on. Do you put it on in the car? Are you singing along? Are you a singer in the car when you're driving?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm people probably drive past me.
I'm the best singer in my car when I'm driving. Bad boy singer.
I know sometimes when you're singing on your own, you think, you know what, I could actually do this. And then when I actually get out into the real world and I hear other people, I'm like, no, I'm not a singer. This is just for the car and the shower.
Cars and showers.
Talking of other genres of music, you've got an EP out called Deuce.
Say it again?
You've got an EP. Deuce.
Yeah.
So you've got Frisco and Flowers on there. I feel Flowers is a lot more upbeat, a bit of a more vibesy one. I really like that one.
Yeah.
But I like the contrast how you've got Frisco and Flowers on the EP in there. So I feel like Frisco is real heavy and and then Flowers is a bit more vibesy and dancey. Yeah. Did you enjoy recording them?
Yeah, that. It's strange because when you said EP, I was like, what? I've got an EP out. I just remembered that. Yeah, but it's 2 songs basically. It was just 2 singles. I just wanted to put out 2 singles at the same time, so that's why I called it Deuce. And yeah, when Flowers, we recorded probably no. Both of the songs are recorded recently. Like literally, we've recorded them within the last couple months. So Flowers was a sick session as well, because we kind of done it spontaneously. Like I was in a session with Zeeks and Shanti, doing something else, and then we ended up making that after. So yeah, and that was a sick session still.
Well, I'm glad you went, because it was a great song. I really like that one. Will you be playing that tonight?
Yes. No. That's not in the set, but that will be in. Yeah, that's not in the set tonight.
Okay. I'm sure we'll get to hear it in your other bookings though.
Yes, you will, definitely.
So obviously you've brought those 2 singles out. What's next? What else have you got anything in the pipeline, or are you kind of just going to be taking this time to chill and perform the songs you've already got, or?
I've got an EP that I'm gonna be. Like I've got music there. Put it that way. It's just timing and seeing how and when we're gonna put it out. But there's projects there that I finished. You know what I mean? That I don't really want to talk too much about and give myself a time and then.
Yeah, not stick to it. Yeah, just give us a little taster, you know.
So yeah. But there's definitely stuff there coming out. Because we've got loads of music sitting there.
Do you record music on a regular basis? Is it like going to the studio and do you always have songs that you're recording, or do you like kind of, are you more like rigid and you're like, right, I'm gonna go studio and make 10 songs, or are you just like, oh? Yeah, no,
I don't do that. I just go studio because I've got my own studio, so I can just go studio and wherever vibe catches me, I'll just make the tune. Or if I've got the producer with me, we'll make something. You know what I mean? But yeah, pretty simple really.
Nice. I'm so jealous you've got your own studio. That is literally like the dream. What's it like inside? You got some nice lights and a little bit little aloe vera plant.
Little boudoir lights, you know, little mood lights. I forget what you call it. What do you call it? The spotlights and all that.
I think so. I'm not very technical.
But yeah, it's always good having a space that you can be creative at any time, because being creative don't have a time on it. Like you can't say, during the hours of 2 to 4 I'm gonna be creative, and then after, sometimes you get the idea at whatever time you get it, and being able to just go and do it is a good thing still.
I fully agree. Sometimes I've been in bed like 2 a.m, then an idea's popped into my head, and I've just been like, I need to wake up. I'm gonna have to get up and write it down. So like once that thought goes, it might never come back.
Exactly.
Wow, it sounds like you've got loads of really exciting things. Obviously, by the time this comes out, you would have done your show in Bristol tonight. Well, yeah, obviously, if you're listening right now, it's actually a Saturday, but this was recorded a few days before, obviously. So Frisco would have done his show. So I wish you luck. I hope you have the best time.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate it. It was lovely to meet you.
Thanks for having me.